Hey, I'm Joe, and this is the Joe is Hungry channel. I'm located in my semi-adopted hometown of Fairmount, Georgia. If you like my channel, subscribe, leave a comment, thumbs up. Today, I'm going to do something that I don't normally do. I'm going to do a frozen pizza review. If you've had your head in the sand and been living in the woods and haven't heard of a YouTube channel called OneBite Pizza, everybody knows the rules, by David Portnoy. He's very famous. He's literally reviewed thousands of pizzas. It's a channel that I follow. And of course, I put a link in the description below. He came out with his own brand of pizza. They call it OneBite. I have the 5-cheese pizza today. They finally came to Walmart. I have one here, and that's what we're gonna check out today. Each one of these consists of mozzarella, cheddar, provolone, fontina, and Parmesan cheese. Each slice, which would be 1/4 of one of these, weighs in at 330 calories. I have the rest of the nutritional stats up on the screen, and of course, as usual, in the description below. Each one of these are supposed to weigh in at 1 pound, 4.1 ounces. I don't know if that's supposed to be pre-cooked or a post-cooked weight, so I'm going to weigh it now and then once after I cook it. The OneBite pizza weighs in at 1 pound, 4.75 ounces. That's really close, but they're probably making these with machines, not by hand, and really curious to see what it's going to weigh after I'm done cooking it. But you can pretty much rest assured that these things are referring to the pre-cooked weight. So for now, we'll give it a pass on the Joe is Hungry weight test. I'm going to cook this exactly the way it says to cook it. They say cook it in a preheated oven at 450 degrees, and you're supposed to place the pizza in the middle of the center rack, right on the rack, not on a pan. Because I don't have an oven here in the studio, shame on me, I'm going to run home and cook it and bring it right back. All right, before we go on and show you a little more, let's throw it on the scales and see what the post-cook weight is. The post-cook weight is 1 pound, 2.05 ounces. Apparently, it loses a little bit of moisture when it's being cooked. Cooking directly on the grating turned out a little better than I thought it would. I had to put a little bit of something under it to catch the dripping cheese. It didn't really mess the oven up, but we'll find out when my wife gets home. It's been about 2 to 3 minutes since it came out of the oven. That's when they say to cut it. So now it's time for the Joe is Hungry big reveal. This is what it looks like, and this is what it's supposed to look like. This is what it looks like, and this is what it's supposed to look like. We've seen how much they weigh, how they compare to their cooked and pre-cooked weight, and what they are supposed to weigh, which leads us on to the next and final and most definitive test, the Joe is Hungry bite test. So it is bite test, engage. For a pizza that is supposed to be thin and crispy, it is rather doughy and soft. The only crispy part is the cheese around the edges that got browned and hardened when I cooked it. The cheese tends to form a hard crust and start slipping and sliding off of the pizza. As far as flavor, it's bland. I don't have a special frozen pizza scale. I pretty much put it against everything that I've ever eaten. As far as value, for $6.48, that's not very much money, but then again, it's not very much pizza. The sauce has almost zero taste. I cooked it the way they said. It's got somewhat of a char on the back, but still doughy. I won't go as far as calling it an absolute joke, but not far from it. This is definitely not pretzel thin and crunchy. Now it's time to give this thing a score. My scale is 1 to 10, 9 being the best. Anything above 9 is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. 5 and down is the slippery slope to food hell. Let's go ahead and give this thing a number that will represent its net worth. Bland, not crisp like it was supposed to be. It's not horrible. It's cheap. It's obvious by its taste. I'm gonna have to go with a 4.9. That is my number, that is my review, and we will see you in the next video.